So it is the 22nd day of the first month of the year. It's a Saturday. For lack of... In Lankhmar, they have a different name for every different day of the year. I, off the top of my head, don't know what day the 22nd of the month is, but whatever day it is, whatever time you wake up to get about your day, the day begins as many others do in the city. Sounds of people coming and going, doing the thing. You've got the whole day ahead of you. I don't know what plans you made the evening before, if any, in front of Lord Denal. But there was some talk of a potential return to the River District to investigate perhaps the holy symbol that you found on Mhyrria. In the daytime, you have you can always go and take a look at the area that you might want to investigate. Zed's been down there so many times that he's pretty sure that he could tell you what this building looks like just from memory. It is about 100 or so feet long and about 50 or 60 feet wide. The very front entrance has been boarded up and then bricked over. There isn't any specific warning on the front entrance saying, hey, don't go in here, but it's well known by all the citizens of Lankhmar that if you enter this forbidden temple and you are caught, that is a death sentence. So the first floor, it's about 25 feet high. There are no windows in the first floor. The second floor, onto the roof of the first floor, is a little more, let's say, artistic. It's more of an irregular shape. There are numerous windows on the second floor. They are all boarded up. They're probably not bricked over, but it's hard to tell. Then there's a tower that springs out of the second floor. The third, fourth, and fifth floor also have some boarded up windows. And the sixth and seventh floor, so the top two floors of the tower, Zed has seen, it's a bell tower. So it's kind of open to the sky with arches. But it's a good 70, 80 feet above ground level, maybe even higher. Beyond that, though, the day is yours. I don't know if you want to go and investigate further, or you want to ask Rakkernash specifically questions about getting to the sewers below, or
any buildings abut it?
The buildings do not abut it. Let's see here. It is freestanding, and it is, if you consult the Lankhmar main campaign map, I will circle it on here for you. Right there. There are several buildings around it, and where you were, just to the southeast, that kind of modeled over. It's more of a neighborhood than an actual single building. That's where the combat with Mhyrria took place. The building just to the north of that, it's a wealthy grain merchant by the name of Hester. North of that, there's another wealthy grain merchant by the name of Hisvin. There is great grain silos are to the east. This is where a lot of Lankhmar's grain is stored up for the season. Due north of the Forbidden Temple of Tyaa is a moneylender's house. You find out, if you did any investigation, that it was fairly recently purchased from a grain merchant. And Molsh is a moneylender who is a rival and fellow guild member to Lord Denal. The you see on the building there, you see the almost like little buttresses. That's the second floor windows that are up on the roof. There's various statuary up there, winged ladies, crouched winged gargoyles, all kinds, all sorts of decorative kind of stonework, all around the very top of the first floor. And then the circular area to the due west is it's where the tower juts up. It almost looks straight out over the River Hlal. You imagine with a bit of a run, you could almost jump off the top of the bell tower into the River Hlal, if you would want to do such a thing. It's close enough.
Some of us would sink like a stone, though.
Oh yeah, definitely. There's maybe 20 or 30 feet between the actual temple itself and the river walk.
I guess we'll ask about the sewers.
The sewers, okay. Yes.
Assuming he's here with us, we're all plotting and scheming. And...
Yeah, he's here. You guys can do this the night before kind of thing.
While we were all drinking.
Well, that's when the best plans are made. That's the booze talking. All right. Yeah, he tells you that in... we'll bring up the Waterman's Berth here. So on the map, the Waterman's Berth map, I'll share it with you. I think you guys are still on that one. So the Waterman's Berth is the second floor of almost like a plaza within this neighborhood of ramshackle buildings and various different... it's almost like a little maze that leads into a plaza. And in this plaza, the whole second floor is the Waterman's Berth. The third floor is like a hostel for sailors and stuff like that. The first floor is almost like a modern day shopping plaza, where you kind of go in. They have storefronts all the way around the outside, but then there's a couple extra side doors where you can walk in and then go, and there's like little shops in the middle and stuff like that during the day. Rakkernash tells you that at the far end of a hallway near the southern portion of the first floor plaza, there's a set of stairs that heads down. And then downstairs, there's a long hallway that goes along the middle and almost bisects the Waterman's Berth entirely. And then there's rented out businesses on both sides again in the basement. There's specifically, he remembers there being a barber down there, and there's like a clothier was also down there as well. But he said if you walk along the middle of that, near the center, it'll go like a T-junction. And if you follow the T-junction around to the left, there's a door. It almost looks like a cupboard or like a storage area kind of door. He says that door unlocked when he tried it. Leads down a set of stairs, which kind of winds around in kind of like an L pattern, and then back up to the north. He followed it to the edge of a door that was padlocked, and he could smell the sewer distinctly in that hallway. So it's not specifically hard to find, and he doesn't suspect that that they even lock these doors into the plaza up at night. Just the individual units inside the first and second, the basement and the first floor are probably locked up during the night. But you can get down there without any real hardship. He did it several times. He searched that whole basement as best he could. He thought that might have been where Mhyrria had made her lair.
And getting down there is pretty easy to do unobserved.
Yeah, well, even if you are observed, people are coming and going from there all the time. Getting into the sewer, you'll have to work that padlock, and it's chained off. So he didn't go down. He didn't open the door specifically. He got to the door that he suspects leads to the sewer just based on the smell. But to get to that point, doesn't suspect you'll have any problems at all. Just walk in like you're supposed to be there.
Do we have anybody that can handle the locks?
The guy has a 13 disabled device and a lockpick set.
Oh, well, there you go.
Oh. She's
Or just hit it really hard.
Yeah.
yeah, or something that could pry the.
Your lockpick device is your hammer.
And
I mean, fist, but yeah.
I could buffer if it's tough to temporarily have a 21 disabled device, so I think we can get it.
Okay.
I would think so too. You know too that a lot of times the when they have like a padlock specifically, those are fairly breakable.
Probably should not raise
Something like the wrought iron poker would probably do it. You could probably lever it open that way if you needed to.
I still have that in my inventory. That is my club.
In this game, I'll tell you guys kind of like off to the side, something like that, like something made of wrought iron, would probably be substitute for cold iron.
Oh.
Yeah. It would probably work just as well.
Well, I think we should get a change of clothes, because if we're going to go in the sewer, I don't want to come back out in the sewer clothes.
Yeah, Rakkernash says to you, have you ever been in the sewers before?
And is there any way to plug our nostrils or something?
He says if you go to an apothecary, you might be able to get some camphor. It's like a plant extract from the south. It's really opens up your pores, but it blocks like the smell, the worst of the smell anyway. He says you're basically trading one bad smell with another. Makes your eyes water for a little bit, but
Would prestidigitation, the aroma that comes with that, be enough to address that?
probably not.
Not okay.
And it probably wouldn't be enough to properly clean, like sewer clothes. Like if you had to wade in.
Would the sister church have anything they would use in that manner to make sure people get clean?
No, other than like bathing and laundering. Would probably take like a whole bunch of soap and a whole bunch of time and You also know that just outside of the Waterman's berth is a actual, like a manhole cover for the sewers. How hard prying that up would be. Rakkernash says that prying open a manhole, sometimes they're locked from the underneath, and the Waste Walkers Guild has the keys for it. It's a special tool that they reach down and feed the key into. It's locked from the inside, but you sometimes can reach through a grate with it. Says that's more of a Thieves Guild thing than a Slayers Brotherhood thing. But he's watched a couple Brother Thieves Guild's members do it before. Can be done. It's tricky. You could also probably pry it open. You find out which side it's locked on, pry it open on the other side, and just kind of slide it off to the side. If you wanted to go down that way, he says, he didn't really investigate the manhole cover as much as he did the door to the sewer. He was kind of hoping he didn't have to go in the sewers, and he's kind of glad that he didn't have to. He's a little curious as to your guys' reasons for wanting to explore the sewers now that Mhyrria is dead.
I got a feeling that this cult symbol, she was up to something, and there might be more of her kind, or or of this cult. For some reason, we're eradicating cults we don't like.
Okay.
Hate to think there's more like her. She was just a spawn, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so somebody made Mhyrria.
Somebody definitely did.
All right, let's get some of the elixir, tincture, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, it's just it's 5
colors.
bronze eagles. It's just it's almost like the equivalent of Vicks Vapor Rub. It'll give you a bonus on your savings throw against being nauseated by a stench. +5.
And how long does it last?
It lasts for about an hour.
I think I'll get 6.
Yeah, I'll pick some.
Okay.
And some cheap, ragged clothes, a couple of outfits.
Yeah, I probably don't want to go in our hack clothes. I want to go in some disposable.
I'm
Okay.
thinking I want to go in some disposable clothes and then change to sewer clothes, and then when we come out and I have to put on the other stuff before getting the bath, that's throwaway too.
Okay, yeah, you can get some like watertight gear too. Some stuff to store things in. You know, like almost like a sealskin kind of sack that's all sealed off. If you want to keep something in it, like an extra change of clothes, that kind of thing, you definitely get all that. You'd probably be looking at, like, just for the regular junky clothes, just to be wearing something. You don't even really have to pay for anything like that. It's around everywhere. Maybe take a couple iron ticks off your sheet or whatever.
What about armor? Do we think we can clean our stuff afterwards?
You probably have to air it out. It's be leather soaked in feces and urine, and leather doesn't dry as quickly as the sweater.
What about fishing waders?
Fishing,
Like
yes, you could
high
definitely.
boots or something like that.
Yeah, you could definitely get yourself some fishing waders. I don't think it'd be too. Yeah, like I say, if you want to spend like up to a silver smearduck, you can get yourself all geared up, where you could probably wade in up to your chest, and then strip it off and leave it behind, and it wouldn't affect you later on. Does that sound
Do the
reasonable?
people who maintain
Sounds like a
do
good.
the people who maintain the sewers are being maintained, correct?
Yes.
I would hope so.
Yes.
What do they typically do? They have protection themselves, like
Yeah,
children protection?
they have like waiters and that kind of stuff, and they
Yeah, it might be a good idea to pick some up.
yeah, definitely. Avis, I put something on your sheet for you in your inventory,
Oh,
and
did you?
I did.
Let me check again.
So I think that
No,
if we
it
go to the
didn't
store
actually.
and
No, hang on one
buy
second.
this stuff, it's because we're going on a fishing expedition, not because we're going to adventure into sewers.
No, absolutely.
If people ask.
Of course.
Let me try that again. There you go.
Is that a present?
No, it's a loaner.
Okay.
Says
Gotcha.
you might need it.
Okay. I know who that's from.
All right. Yeah, so like I say, if you spend a whole silver smaragd, you get yourself a big set of hip waders that cover you all the way up to your chest. Get yourself like something you want to keep your backpacks and stuff in, like a sealskin pouch container.
Yeah, that sounds good. How much for some steel skin?
Yeah, it's all included in the one silver smaragd.
Oh,
Silver
okay.
smaragd's a lot of money in this, really. I mean, a lot of people work for like a month and
That's
might.
why-
I mean, it's the
That's why I don't wanna
D&D
keep-
gold coin, isn't it?
It is
That's why I don't want
Yeah.
to keep casting
Well, the Wilk is
consecrate
the
when it
platinum.
costs 25 of them.
25 of them. Yeah. I mean, you guys are Cadillacing it around with gold ropes in your pocket. You're lucky the Thieves Guild doesn't know that.
It might honestly be safer on us than anywhere else.
Oh yeah, definitely. Zed's already learned that.
So 1 silver smaragd for that and the scent.
Yeah, and the camphor.
Yeah.
I thought the camphor was bronze. Or is
Yeah,
it included?
yeah, that's included in. If you want to pay
Oh.
1 silver smaragd, it's everything you could want to keep yourself relatively clean and not have to
Okay.
worry about like the tiniest little things.
All right, then I guess we wait for nightfall and have a good dinner because we probably won't want one for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna need a lot of peppermint jelly to keep that foul scent.
I had I've got a basement apartment, and sometimes the sewer line backs up, and they did some work here where they opened up the sewer line. Oh my God, it was so foul, and it was foul for about 2 or 3 days.
It's like opening someone's stomach. It's not pleasant.
Yeah,
Our main clogged 2 weeks ago on a Friday night, so it was Sunday before I could get a plumber out. Yeah, it was nasty.
yeah. So you know what you're up against.
That's why I'm doing everything I can.
Yeah. So you guys have taken a great amount of precautions, even to the point where you might even like stop and ask a waste walker, "Hey, we're going fishing, but is this good for this too?" Stuff like that, and they've given you some good advice. So you think you're all set up. Another thing you might want to consider too is if you have an anti-plague.
I remember we bought some.
I think you had some from before, and I don't think any of you really used them. You might have used. Somebody might have used one.
I used one.
Yeah.
I'd like to buy another one. How much were they again?
I forget how much it was. It was probably still on party sheet here, maybe.
Yeah, I had one. I think a second one's probably.
I
not a
think
bad
there were
idea.
like
Let me
50 smear decks.
50 Smerducks. Whatever
I
it
think
was
there
in
were.
gold pieces in Smerducks.
Yeah, I think there were like 25,
Anti-plague,
50
yeah.
smear decks.
It was. It was 50 silver Smerducks. To give you a +5 alchemical bonus to fortitude saves against disease for the next hour.
Hope you don't get sick in Lankhmar.
If already infected, you may take 2 saving throws without the +5 bonus that day and use the better result.
I can add that as a second level spell.
You have spells against disease?
Delay disease.
There you go. Is it like delay
It's
delay
a
poison?
1-day, 24-hour, 1-day thing, but I
Oh.
can only cast it on 2 people technically.
Cool.
I was checking the spells because I was trying to figure out what to put on there anyway. Because I also can, remove doesn't come till 3rd, but yeah. I threw it on there so you can look at it.
Yeah.
It might be only limited to rat folk, but now I'm reading the rest of it because the clip wasn't very big.
No, it's not a red folk only thing. It's
No,
just
it's
a clip.
definitely. Yeah, you can definitely use it. Yeah.
Then I'll take 2 of those instead of the other ones,
Okay.
since we're going to spend time prepping for this madness.
Yeah, and you can cast that at any time during the day. That will.
Yeah. It makes you
still only have
immune
2
to the
seconds.
effects of disease, but you can still get disease.
You can still get it. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's just like delay poison. I mean, you get the extra saves and stuff like that. Yeah, target becomes temporarily immune to disease.
Mm-hmm.
Any disease to
Yeah.
which is exposed during the duration does not affect the target. So,
Yep.
ideally, if you get exposed to something, you get away from it, get yourself cleaned up, you should be okay.
Mm-hmm.
In theory.
In theory. It's, again, the second level spells are a lot of utility, so having one that I know we'll use is better.
I'll put 5 anti-plagues on the party sheet in case anyone wants to grab one. And pay the silver price.
Yeah, I paid it, and I just added a number next to what I had already in my inventory.
Cool. Perfect.
Yeah.
Can you think of anything else that you might need? I'll see if I'm racking my brain too as an NPC who might offer you advice, but I think you've pretty much covered your bases.
We'll think of it when we're down there.
Yeah, exactly.
That's how it works.
Get yourself a 10-foot pole. Rakkernash says that a lot of times, for the limited amount of, he's had a couple jobs where he's had to go in the sewers, and it's usually only about a foot or so deep. But with this weather, it's been raining for the last couple days, and then you're getting closer to the river too. So Lankhmar kind of tips from the marsh to the river, and this is getting near the end of the line for sewers, and might be deeper down here. He says your best bet, if you really want to know about the sewers, is to talk to a waste walker. But they are gilded members, and they're not the type to give up their secrets for free. You might have to find somebody who's willing to share the secrets of their profession for a price, which might take you more than just an afternoon. Or you could, the first guy, if you offer him some money, he might tell you everything you need to know.
I'm hoping the sewers are like in most computer games where they have the side walkways. as much as possible.
That'd be handy, wouldn't
Yeah.
it?
I just feel like if we ask questions about the sewers, they might ask why we're interested in the sewers.
It's quite possible.
If we walk up in all our gear and ask.
All right. So you have yourselves a dinner. What time are you planning on this escapade? After nightfall?
Probably get a little bit of rest just so that, if we're going to do the night and all night thing, we're not running into being tired.
Okay. Yeah. There's
So
no.
I hear we're sleeping in then.
Yeah. There's no threat of you being exhausted or anything like that. I've given everybody a full overnight rest. You can reset your spells as you wish. I think I've got
At some point, I desperately need handy haversacks. Half of my weight is in my coin, and I am getting heavy.
Why don't you change it? You change it, store it, hide it.
I'm going to put it down, look away for 2 seconds, and it's going to disappear.
Why don't you? This is what Lord Denal does. He changes people's money. He stores it for people. He's a banker.
I kind of forgot that's what Denal does.
That's his thing. He converts money for people who don't want to carry it around. He converts it to notes.
BA.
Bronze Eagles.
Bronze Eagles.
Bronze ankles. That's 10 to silver smilduck, right?
Yeah, it's 1 iron tick. So it's 100 iron ticks equals 10 bronze eagles equals 1 silver smearduck.
So 10 bronze eagles is a silver smearduck?
1/10 of a gold rilk. There we go.
Yeah.
Eagles,
In that
I
case,
spelled that wrong.
Since I had completely forgotten, yeah, I would definitely like to deposit some of this money so it stops weighing me down.
Yeah, for sure. He gives you a writ, and he says if you ever need to cash it in, you can. If you don't do it with me personally, you can cash it in either at the bronze Smerduke or the silver Smerduke, the iron Tikkun, or the I forget the other name of it. Might have been the bronze
The Iron Tikkun?
Yeah, these are his stores, his pawn shops. You can cash them in there if you want. He'll give you just a writ on a piece of paper.
Yeah, I'll hand over my rilks. I'll keep the rest.
Okay. The rilks are actually the lightest but
they're also the thing I'm probably going to be the least likely to spend. I will also give him some of my smearducks as well.
Yep. Keep what you need, and you can bank the rest. It's he says it's safer than getting robbed on the street. It's
Shit, what was my old number?
a lot easier to carry around. He says there's a lot of merchants too who know me. If you need to, you can cash it in there too as well.
I accidentally overwritten my old number, and I don't remember how many smearducks I had. It was like 260 something.
Just put what you think it was. It's not the end of the world.
I think it's like I'm just going to say 250.
Yeah.
To be fair.
I trust you.
I think it's actually lower than what I previously had, but oh well. I can live with it.
Incidentals. Maybe you rented a house or an apartment. Maybe you finally got your own apartment.
Yeah, but it's yeah.
Bought a meal for
It's
one.
an exchange rate. It's exchange rates. It's yeah. I can't put my money in and expect to get probably all of it back. It's like an
That's
ATM.
right. You got to stop waking
How's
up
the
on
cost?
Zed's couch.
Yeah.
Not after the sewer.
So
Nobody sleeping there.
When did we say we were going to go? After dinner time period? Evening?
10
Midnight?
p.m. Let's digest. I don't want to have
Yeah.
food at the top of my stomach.
Yeah, after dark, you have like a time of day.
Okay. Well, let's get rolling.
All right, let's get rolling. So, any other preparations before we jump in?
I bought the holy waters.
Okay, excellent. Very good.
I already took them. I added in exchange because I know you told me how much they were. So
If you don't use them tonight, you'll use them another night.
yeah.
It's not
Not
like they
having-
disappear the moment the night's over.
Exactly. They don't expire, so.
Not
You just
having
turn to
them.
regular water.
All right. So,
Like the enchanted despair.
you get to the plaza where the Waterman's Berth is, the site of your battle against Mhyrria. It looks
I
like
am not on the map.
I haven't brought the map up yet or anything.
Oh, okay. We were looking at the old map then.
Yeah,
Like, why am I not on the map?
yeah. The old map is up, just a reference for me, basically. It looks like the Waterman's Berth is open. The crowd is a little more boisterous than they were last night. Everything seems fairly normal. You don't have to go up there at all. You don't have to interact with that place at all. You see the door that Rakkernash was talking about that leads into the interior of the first floor of the plaza, between a couple shops. One was a shoemaker, and the other one might have been like just selling just basic iron goods. They're pretty much locked up for the night, though, except for the door that leads into this area is unlocked. You go in there. The hallway goes down in between probably about 20 or 30 feet, and then goes up the middle of the plaza, and following Rackernash's instructions. If that's the way you want to go, or do you want to look at the sewer grate?
I'm good with that.
I figured this would be the least.
Yeah, if you start Jimmy and open the sewer grate, everybody in the corner of the Waterman's Berth and anybody who walks by will probably see. Whereas if you walk down to the basement of the plaza, you might pass by a couple people, but they don't know what you're doing. All right, so you make your way down to the basement, and following his instructions, you come to a door that is, it's not locked or anything like that. It's in a spot that looks like it would maybe enter a closet, like a small space, like a 5x5 area. But you open it up and it leads right down to a set of stairs. The stairs head down. I don't know what you guys are going to do. What are you doing for light?
Has it got enough to where light is needed?
Yeah, you're getting to the point where light is needed.
I don't.
I have
need light.
I have a waterproof bullseye light
Okay.
I don't need
and
light.
some oil to fuel it.
I have a light spell.
I was going to pull out a torch and cast light on it.
I don't think
Why
I'd want
light?
to light
I mean-
a torch in a sewer. I'm thinking methane and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I said I had that lantern.
Me.
All right. So we put you
Light
on
is
the.
a cantrip, so I mean, I can.
Yeah. Every 10 minutes, or whatever the duration is at our
Well, I
current
can-
level.
Cast multiple times, right? Is it?
Yeah.
So, just it says 40 minutes. Is that right?
Yeah, because it's 10
What's
minutes
the
per level.
range of light? How big is the radius?
It says 20. Oh wait, yeah. I don't know. I'm looking at the light spell in my list here. It says light.
Yeah, because the lantern gives normal light in a 60-foot cone and increases the light level by another up to 120 feet.
Oh, as long as there's no danger of open flame.
Yeah. Let's.
Yeah, so it's a case of
let me put some lights on you
Well,
guys, so you'll see.
yeah. I imagine since it's waterproof, it's probably going to be less likely to ignite the methane.
All right. So I think I've got
No,
this
it's not
figured
airproof
out.
necessarily, but
Let's see.
Yep.
So who's got a light
I'm the
spell
only
on
one
them?
on the map.
Sami.
I'll carry 'em.
Sami spell. Okay, how do I drag it on?
Actually, instead of using a torch, I want to use the poker.
Okay. Did it light up for you on the map
No.
when I dragged
Right
that
now,
on?
I just see myself in total darkness.
Okay.
Everything's black.
Yeah.
Thought I had this figured out. Light. Add light. There
And
we
I'm
go.
the weird one with dark vision, so
There we go. Now I see companions.
Here's
in total
Arthur.
darkness.
Let's see here. That, I do that, and then I add light. There we go.
Why is it determined?
The only thing I'm guessing we're just in the narrow hall. Is that right?
Yeah, you're in a narrow hallway.
Okay.
Yeah, I still can't see.
Let me, yeah, because it's just the way the hallway goes. Avis can see, and Bakai's got, I would imagine, let me shift Luna to the back, and we'll shift Zed down here. Arthur up there. See how it turns like that?
Ah, I see.
Okay. So I imagine at some point you get down into this narrow hallway, you get the smell of the sewers. You come to the door. It's a couple lengths of chain and a padlock that are keeping it closed. The padlock doesn't look overly complicated.
All right. Is this something you can take 10 on, or
Oh, yeah. Yep.
you can take 10 and roll a 23 without 10?
Okay, yep. So Bakai easily opens the door. And it opens. When it opens, the little leather runner that they have along the bottom to keep most of the smell out. When you open the door, obviously that's not going to keep most of the smell out. And it just kind of washes into.
Or potions.
We all had our gear on and applied our.
Anybody drinking
before
potions
we
before they go?
Yeah, quaff it before we get this door open.
What is the duration of the antitoxin?
The anti-plague, it's an hour.
It's a okay.
Well,
Yeah,
no, I'm
as
talking
is
about-
the peppermint jelly.
Yeah, as is the
Yeah.
camphor.
Okay. Yeah, let's all get in prepared.
All right, let's get some. What I'll do is
Sorry. Yeah, it's gonna go in.
I'll just do fort saves as a group.
I can see nothing.
Yeah, because you're kind of around the corner in the hallway. It'll open up
Yeah,
for you
that's
when
true.
we're.
I also don't know what I'm supposed to see.
Yeah, exactly. So let's see here. Fortitude, DC 10.
is it gonna let me use dark vision in here or not really?
Oh, you have dark vision. Okay,
I'm the weird one with dark vision.
Okay, cool. I just have to create that effect. So
Yay!
60.
Everybody was looking for a torch, and I was trying to but I can see.
But the human can't.
There we go.
No, I know.
Let me see if that worked.
But I'm the human.
All right, yeah. I think that worked. Let's open that up. All right. So, let's see. What was I doing here? Pretty sheet. Fortitude. DC 10. All. Let's roll that. And then we're adding 5 to everybody. So everybody's fine. Does kind of take your breath away, though, at the very start. And you walk down. You see there's like kind of messy somewhat where it's overflowed. This little slippery walkway where Bakai is.
Can't see Bakai because I try to walk through the door and it locks.
Okay, I think it's just because where your mini is on there. You just have to kind of
I'm
shoot.
stuck and won't move.
Yeah, everybody's
Yeah.
stuck. Let me move you guys all into the area.
Yeah, and it's blackness again.
There we go. That should do it.
It's all darkness on my screen.
Click on
I am in the
your
void.
click on your mini again.
Oh,
There we go.
Nope.
I can see.
I cannot see.
You move Avis down just a little bit further.
Yeah, just she's not standing in the water, but is that better?
Yes. Now I
Oh,
can actually
okay.
see. Okay.
This is just kind of you guys crowding around just to see what you're looking at. You got kind of like a little intersection area where it goes back, probably in the opposite direction of where you want to go. Goes back under the plaza, and the area where you're at right now is kind of overflowed a little bit with the waste of the last few days. It's kind of receded a little bit. Now it's probably about maybe a hand's length below the lip of this walkway. And the walkway that you're on only extends probably about 15 feet. But you can see
Avis got washed away.
a pipe up on the wall, probably about 2 feet, like waist high, and you can see a light coming out of it. The pipe itself looks like maybe it's about the size of a melon, like a watermelon, like about that round. And you can see like the ambient light of whatever this joins up with. Probably another room in the plaza. Some room that somebody's in. But it doesn't look like there's any other way to go unless you want to ease down into the murk.
We need to go, what, to the
You
west or the west?
Probably need to go to the west, yeah.
I
You
guess
think
I'll go
that
first.
going to the east would take you back underneath the plaza and towards the street of the gods.
Let's do it. So, anybody want to
Wait.
lead or?
I'll go first.
All right. Who's behind?
I would like to cast message on everybody. Is that something I need to put on the tracker?
No, not at all. What's the it's like 10 minutes per, right?
Yeah, it's pretty significant. Let me look at it.
Yeah, it's also cantrip, so we can always reapply.
Yeah, you can
Yeah.
always reapply at any time.
Yeah, 10 minutes per level, so 40 minutes.
40
I
minutes.
can do 4 people, so I'll do Zed.
I also have message, so I can
Yeah, we can get
Double-chained.
get everybody connected. Yeah.
we can get everyone through proxies.
Yep. Let's see. I'm gonna put light on Luna too. Let's see here. Light, and you want to add that token light. Am I missing light on anybody?
Is it safe to use my lantern?
Yeah, you think so?
That sounds good enough to me. My lantern is
Let me.
it's
let's see.
60-foot normal light and 120 feet of just enhanced for people light.
There we go. That should give you a bit of distance there.
It's technically a cone, but hard to make those.
Yeah, it's impossible for me to do that. Do a preset like
Just
that.
yeah.
All right, Luna jumps down into the water behind you.
This will follow in.
I hope people are following.
Yeah.
So that the pipe, it angles up into probably about another 20 feet, and you can pretty much see all the way up it. And
Oh,
even
so this is the street above?
no, that's the street. It looks like into a room. This is maybe a room, a shop in the basement of the plaza that you were in, and you can hear the sounds of people talking, and it sounds like coins are chinking, and maybe they're maybe playing cards or something like that.
Okay. Nothing I can do about here.
And it looks like up ahead it curves around a corner, heads north. And then you can, if you want to, you can ease back up onto onto a walkway. And then up ahead, you can see this is where the sewer grate on the street in front of the Waterman's Berth is.
Mm-hmm.
This little connector here, this little juncture here. See that there's an iron railing that leads up to it, and it's probably about 20 feet below street level right now. And the iron rungs on that pillar that you see, there's also almost like a ladder that can extend down onto this walkway area. And there's one on the other side as well. But whoever designed this didn't do a very good job, because you have to slip back into the water and the water is up to just past your hips. So you have about another foot and a half before it would go over the top of the waders and into your actual.
Do we need to go more west then, based on
You can see. You're not really sure at this point. There's either north, and then you think that you see maybe some kind of indentation on the wall to the north. To the west, you're not 100% sure.
Well, for now, she's gonna stick this direction.
Okay.
Unless somebody has another suggestion.
I'm just thinking that great if we just mentally think above ground. Where is it in relation to the temple?
Yeah, to the temple, it would be north.
The great is the temple's north.
The temple's north of the great.
Got it. Then that's where we go.
Okay, and you come to it's like an iron reinforced door to the left or to the right actually, and then up ahead, you see it's probably some kind of a grill that blocks off the passageway, but there is a door in the grill that has a lock. That looks like it could open like a gate inside the grill. The grill these passages are arched. I should probably describe that to you. These passages are about, the one you're in is about 10 feet wide, and it's arched probably about 12 feet high in total above the walkway. So up ahead, you've got a grill. And then the channel itself is probably another 3 or 4 feet deep beside that. So in total, from the very bottom of the channel to the very top of the archway, you're looking at probably about 15 feet. So this grill up ahead, just heavy, thick iron bars spaced probably about a hand's length apart. And they go all the way from the ceiling down to the floor. To the bottom they go into the water. You're presuming they go to the bottom of the channel. But up ahead, in the passageway, there's a door, like a gate that you could open. That has, looks like an area for a key. And then also, to your very right, looks like another kind of like utility door, not unlike the one that you went through before to get down here. But it looks like it's better maintained. It looks like it's more frequently used. And it also looks like it's got a more elaborate lock, because it's got a lock that you can address from either side of the door, as opposed to just a padlock like the other one had.
We get a mental bearing of which one of these ahead would be under the temple, or this door that.
No, you think if anything, This might be across the street from the Waterman Berth. You'd be looking at up ahead. There's another sewer grate up ahead, past the grill, and that sewer grate's probably more in line with where the temple might be.
And we think that grate may be under the temple because we didn't know where it was.
You're probably a little to the east of it right now.
The grate is a little to the east.
It's probably in the street outside of the temple. The
So
grate.
we should go up and to the left.
In theory.
Okay.
Let's go up.
Yeah, do we have a way to track our cardinal directions?
Is Bakai staying in the channel? Is she
No, I'm just doing that.
just doing that just to move? Okay, cool. Okay, so you get to the grate, the gate in the grate. Gonna try to pick that lock, or are you gonna try to do something else?
She'll try to take 10 on it.
Okay.
Or 23.
23 is not good enough.
Oh, I will buffer, and she'll take 10 for a 31.
Oh, okay, that's more than good enough.
Mark the spell.
It takes a few minutes. So as that's going on, the door opens up. And
Okay, who's doing the lockpick, Bakai?
Bakai, yeah.
Okay, so she would be there.
You guys are probably all milling around on the ledge,
Yeah.
kind of giving Bakai a little bit of room.
I was just doing it because when our figures bump into each other, it's...
Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
But
so the door just opened?
door just opened, and a head peeks
Nobody's
out.
there?
Wait. She
What?
opened the grate and somebody poked their head out a door?
Yes. It's a shortish man. He's probably, I don't know, maybe a head or so shorter than the shortest member in your group. He's got kind of like close set
I
eyes.
think that's Avis.
He's got kind of like close set eyes and bit of an overbite. And he looks out and he says, "Yeah, you're not the Waste Walkers. Who might you be?"
Pull out a silver Smirnock and say, yes, we are. Go away.
Oh, I see. A wealthy Waste Walker. Well, you're out of your jurisdiction, sir. We might be of assistance to you, though, if you care
Who
to
is we?
care to spare a minute of your time. We heard your story of what you did the other night. Was it last night? Yeah. Olamak's been...
Do you recognize this person?
No, you don't.
Okay.
He says, Olamak's
Has he
been
been a-
dining on your leftovers all day. He's down there. I'd be careful at that gate.
Dining on our leftovers?
Somebody do a quick sense motive on the guy?
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
can do that. I can do that. If I can find the skill.
He's hinting that he knows something about you. That Asami definitely knows that he's hinting that he's familiar with you guys from whatever.
Well, but I'm trying to
Pretty.
list the talking.
I mean, Avis has been in town, what, a month now?
Yeah, exactly. He says, if you want to step inside for a minute, get out of the stink. We've got a, or you can stand out here and we can talk.
I'm gonna put my hand over my mouth like I'm, adjusting from the smell, but using the message to speak to the others. There's sharing my thoughts on the result of my sense motive check.
Okay, and also
He
too,
knows who we are,
He's a-
despite how we're dressed.
you also notice that on him too when you get a look at him. When he kind of opens the door a little bit more, he's got twin short swords. Underneath his jerkin, it's definitely, without a doubt, 100% Bravo studded leather. You don't see the familiar Thieves Guild silver hilted dagger that the higher ranking Thieves Guild members wear. Otherwise, he's equipped like somebody who might come around collecting money or that kind of stuff.
Is he one of the people that have been by the temple?
No, you would recognize this guy. This guy definitely has he's got a real rat face. There's no other way around it. Like, just the way the hairs on his chin and mustache, and his nose is kind of protruding. His eyes are tight together. His face is thin. He's got an overbite.
I'm going to look around for white and black potions. Is that...
Yeah, exactly.
That's very hospitable of you. And she kind of motions for him to go in first.
Oh, he steps to the side, and you can see several other men. They don't exactly look alike, but they look like they might be from the same family. They all have like a similar appearance. And...
Jenny, gonna stop Avis from stepping over the threshold?
No, not at all. Come on in.
No, I meant the party.
Oh.
Has the uprising occurred in the city in your timeline?
No, it has not.
Okay.
And that's something that you would be aware of if it had, because it was like that was like a whole hero spanning, everybody knew about it kind of thing. So you get it looks like some kind of like almost like a guard room, like a guard post of some sort. And there's 5 other of these gentlemen, and they're kind of just lounging around. Some of them are smoking cigars, and it looks like they might have been playing a little bit of cards. There's several sets of doors that lead off into different directions down here. And he says to his friends, "Well, Jervis, you were right. They did come back. And, looks like they're headed the way that you said they were going to head. Oh yeah, Bronze Eagle, you bastard." And he says, "I guess you want to know who we are."
As you know us.
It's only fair. We sort of run this area. This is our neck of the woods, so to speak. It's not ours, but our boss's. All this down here, you have to pay the price to have the run of it. But because you did us a very big favor by taking care of that creature that you took care of last night, we're prepared to overlook the fees and offer you a pint as thanks. That thing had been responsible for the death of a few of our friends, and there wasn't a thing we could do to stop it. But
was it alone?
As far as we could tell, it was definitely, without a doubt, coming and going from the Forbidden Temple. There's 2 different ways to get in there, and we'll get into all that afterwards. But it was us who the barman set to clean up the mess and take care of the unfortunates who picked the wrong side. So, and the remains of that are just beyond that great. There's a creature down there that consumes all manner of things, and probably be more than happy to get its tentacles on you, unless you made it some sort of offering. Although It's probably still rather full. Five corpses is probably more than it could even handle in one day. It's probably got a couple of them stashed aside. That's the creature we call Olimok. If you feed it...
Holy Mark?
Olimok. That's what he says his name is. He can speak a little bit of common. It looks like a great mound of refuge with a huge mouth in the middle and a couple eye stalks on top of his head and big tentacles, bulbous legs off of it. Damnedest thing I'd ever seen, but I was warned not to battle it. And it for food it'll let you pass.
Food being dead bodies?
Dead bodies, he greatly appreciated those dead bodies.
So this is where the cleanup crew went, I assume.
Precisely.
So, who... You said somebody owns this part of the sewers.
Yeah, you don't need to get into specifics, but yeah. You're in... you're not up on the streets anymore. It's a different part of town. So we're prepared to look the other way for a night or two, but beyond that, there is a fee.
What's the fee?
The fee is 2 gold rooks
I just
per
gave you
person.
one.
Well, yes, but he's willing to waive the fee for a few nights.
All right. Well, we hope to be in and out.
Well, we hope you, wish you luck, I suppose. So what you want to do, I'm assuming you're going to look to enter the temple.
Yes.
Well, there's 2 ways. You can go to the north and make a deal with Olimok. Or, well, he points right across the, right through his door, directly over to the temple. He says, beneath all that mold and slime on the wall there, you see a couple holes. That's how the creature was getting in and out. She'd come down in the fog, right into those holes. Now, beyond those holes, if you know the right way, you can open that passage. But we've not been able to figure it out ourselves. But it definitely goes beyond, and it definitely is a hinged portal of some sort. We haven't figured out how to open it yet. So have you got some other manner other than what we have? You're happy to get there, or you could go all the way around to where Olimok is, and you see like a regular door that you can enter into. And you won't be able to miss it. It's an arch, and it's got the carvings of a bird lady on it.
How big are the holes that they were slipping through?
The size of a marble.
Oh, okay, I understand.
You have to climb right in the muck to get to the door with the little wind holes. Like I say, we haven't figured out how to open it yet. The boss said to avoid her as much as possible, and it was the price we had to pay, but we didn't like it too much. I think she's claimed 3 of our number over the last month or so.
Sure, I understood the directions he said.
Just let me draw an arrow. He says right there on the wall. I don't know if you can see that or not.
Yes.
Right there on the wall, there's some sort of stonework that he suspects opens up. It goes into probably the temple. He said that there's a couple small openings in there, in the masonry and stuff like that she would missed into.
Okay.
They've investigated. They found what they thought was the outside of something that might open up, but they couldn't figure out how to open it. And then also up to the north and around that corner there, like so, he says there's a regular door made of stone that's carved with the figure of a winged bird or a bird lady.
Okay, so I need to look at the stonework across the hall. Okay. Tell the boss we said thank you.
He thanks you, as do we. And maybe we'll meet again. It's good to keep these little encounters jovial.
Yep. Ho, ho, ho.
And I'm sure, should you ever wish to visit, you can probably find me.
We were
a meal.
yeah, we didn't really get into the investigation part of. We just got your general descriptions, and like I said.
How often do people come down here?
It's usually mostly just the waste walker, and
they pay the fees.
He pays the fees, and well, he doesn't have to pay the fees. So we just basically help him out with Olimok.
Cool. Well, let's check out this holes.
Okay, so
I'm looking at the rocks.
you're looking at the rocks. Okay, so the first thing you have to do with the rocks, is maybe clear the slime.
Detect magic.
Okay.
But also, I like rocks, so I'm looking at rocks.
Yes. So underneath a fairly thick layer of slime, probably about an inch thick, you can sense that there's kind of there's a texture to it, like maybe there's a carving underneath, but there's so much like moss and slime, and it's hard to make out. You can see that there's two small areas of that have been cleared. They lead into two small air holes that look like they go through the stone. But that's if you're down in the water. It's probably about 3 feet above your head right now, because everything's kind of like down 3 feet while you're in the channel.
Does it look like the stone there's a message or some kind of interpretive lettering or something to be read if I cleared moss?
There could very well be. It's hard to tell. There's definitely the moss itself isn't just like flat.
Yeah. I would like to utilize prestidigitation, assuming we're not being watched by anyone outside our group. Use it to start cleaning an area to see. It's a small area, basically, to see if.
Do you want to just stand on Avis's shoulders?
I will do that if you'll let me. That require a balance check.
I mean, she'll hold your legs.
And I'm testing a small area to see if it's worth taking the time to uncover more areas. Is this going to lead to some kind of clue, or is it just uncovering a rock?
Okay, so how are you clearing it?
So I find the part that might be the most differential in depth.
Okay.
And just like maybe the size of your hand or two hands put together, and doing wax on, wax off, like Daniel,
Okay,
but
with your hand.
prestidigitation. Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, the prestidigitation can be used to clean mundane objects, but I'm doing it in the small.
Okay,
sense.
with the spell.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
All right. So you're kind of moving it, and you get the impression that the slime might be a little bit dangerous. So you're kind of moving it out of the way. You're moving it out of the way, and definitely beneath that small area, you get the outline of very faint. It's like a carved scene, and it looks like a skyline.
Well, then I'll finish. I'll take a step back so she's not holding me forever, and I'll relay what I've seen to the group. Maybe together we can come up with a better way to.
Does anyone have dungeoneering?
I do.
Does anybody have what? I'm sorry.
The dungeoneering skill.
No.
Knowledge,
I don't
yeah.
think So, no.
Yeah. Not very good.
Let's see if anybody else has it.
We're in a dungeon.
No.
I share that slime might actually not be good for us. It looks evil.
Yeah, Luna says, yeah, be careful with that slime. That's a green slime. So you try not to have that touch your hand. It can't move so much, but maybe we should scrape it into the water.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds like a plan.
Okay, so you have like some disposable things, sheets of anything, or like a hunk of wood or something like that. You can kind of find laying around down here, floating down, and then you, with the prestidigitation spell, you kind of clear the whole area, and it probably takes you about a half an hour to do it if you want to clear the whole thing. So I'll after the first couple minutes, you know that's how long it will roughly take you.
Does the group want to do that? Do we think there's something to be revealed here?
There's definitely something carved into the wall, like some kind of panoramic scene.
Well, okay, let's do it then. I don't think anyone's saying not to, so.
Make it so.
Okay. Does anybody else have the prestidigitation spell and want to?
I have prestidigitation.
Okay. You want to contribute to the? It'll knock time off the clearing of the green slime.
It's a cantrip, may as well.
Okay. Okay, so it takes probably now about 15 minutes then, instead of about a half an hour, and you clear off what looks like an archway of sorts, but it doesn't look like there's any addressable hinges or any gaps in the stonework or anything like that. Avis, you can give me a perception check, or if you have something that lets you determine stonework or anything like that.
We didn't really. Yeah, it's not something we covered.
Okay.
But you want me just do perception?
Is that something that you think you would have an interest in the future?
Considering what she is, yes.
Okay. All right. Do you have the perception skill?
I do have a perception skill, yes.
Okay. So give yourself a +4 on this roll.
I'll take a 19.
So you take a 19. So with that, you're kind of like, you can kind of see the way the outside of this panoramic scene, and the scene is basically a cityscape, but in kind of like a backlight. You know how you can see the skyline of a city behind as it's sunset, and the two holes are where the sun and the moon would be in the sky, and you can see in the sky grooves carved, and it's now that you've got it all cleared away, and it resembles maybe a flock of birds so large that it would like blot out all the light in the sky coming over a city. And as you kind of like make your way around the outside of this panoramic scene, you can kind of get the trace of how it could be a door if you could just find the mechanism to open it.
Does it glow in any way from detect magic?
Yes, it does.
I'm going to stare at it for 3 rounds.
Okay. Also give me an Arcana check, too.
Oh, I can definitely do that.
You're definitely getting... technically, it's faint abjuration, but really it's moderate abjuration.
Okay.
Probably some sort of... like an arcade lock. That maybe a knock spell might push it in. If you had some way of doing a
Luna.
knock.
Does Luna have knock?
Let's see if Luna has knock.
I fully expect Luna to have it because wizard, right?
Yeah, but no.
I think she probably does, just not memorize for the day.
No, she doesn't. It's not on her list.
Wizards have a lot of those to choose from. Can't have all of them.
Oh, I'm convinced she has it. Whether or not she does is another story. But Asami totally believes she has every spell in the book, just not ready.
So you're kind of examining this. Everybody else can make search checks if you want to get in there and have a look and stuff like that. But
Perception
What
check?
would be search?
yeah, perception. Did I say search?
You're playing
Yeah.
3-5.
Yeah, my
right?
3-5 is coming through. Yeah,
I
Zed.
think it's spot. That was a third thing.
Do you want another perception from me?
No, that's fine. Zed can definitely see how this would... he could definitely see it opening. But he doesn't see any hinges on it or anything like that. It doesn't look like it's a mechanical opening of any sort.
So failing our way of opening this with magical means, that means we have to go around to the north.
So, can you give me a quick description of the itself again?
Of the...
Actual mechanism. So it has no hinges, it has no lever.
Yeah. It's probably blocked with... It's probably opens with magic.
Ah, okay.
So you probably open it with the equivalent of a knock spell. Arthur knows that if the skeleton key was working, it would definitely open it up. Magic's also a weird thing in Lankhmar. Even though the skeleton key is dormant, maybe channeling some arcane energy into it might
Might like wake it up for a moment.
yeah, might
Give it just-
enable...
Give it enough juice for
So,
one. For one
Could
use.
I use magic device attempt to open it?
You could.
So I'm going to look at it. I'm using this skill, and I'm going to be basically. I see it as kind of like you're faking it to use the device, right? That's
Mhm.
what so I'm just
It's
basically-
charisma. It's charisma.
Yeah, yeah.
So.
I'm looking at this door. It's like open sesame. It's as cheesy as I can get, and it does exactly what I expect. Oh, actually, that was a better roll.
That's a
than I
good
thought.
roll. I mean,
Yeah.
you there was a moment there when you're saying a couple things and you thought it might budge.
Is that something you can use over and over again, or is it a one-time thing?
It's probably a one-time thing for this.
At least one time on one item per day, maybe that would make sense.
Yeah, I would allow, like, if you guys channeled some magical energy into that skeleton key, maybe another check. I use magic
Yeah,
device check.
Yeah, I do have some spells that can change, as well as charisma to back up.
You know that the actual knock spell, like the mechanics of a wand, you would channel a spell of that same level, and you know that a knock spell
So
is
just
a
a
level.
second level spell?
Yeah, or 2 first level slots, something like that.
I can sacrifice a second level slot.
Oh, let me look something up just real quick. Also, humor. That's not what I wanted.
I can sacrifice a scare slot.
Yeah.
Would this damage the key or make it take longer to fully recover? Is there a downside to trying this?
You've thought about this, and whenever you get something like this, there's always the element of the unknown. You know, it's a powerful item. It might be on the same kind of kin measure of like using a scroll that's beyond your level, like a.
So it has a chance of misfiring.
So yeah, like say you channeled the energy into it, and who's got the best use magic device check? Probably Asami, right?
Definitely a Asami.
Yeah. I was gonna inspire competence, but I can't do that to myself. So.
Oh, you can't inspire your own competence? Okay.
It specifically says a bard cannot do this on themselves. So there's no way to weasel around that one unless you say ignore that sentence.
I'm fine with it. Like in a certain situation like this, absolutely.
Yeah. So I'll just I saw about like maybe I could be successful in that.
Yeah, and if you had like the magic of the skeleton or Arthur's power channeled into the I would allow that.
So yeah, just a second level slot to give enough power for that.
Yeah, or two
right,
firsts, whatever you're convenient with, whatever you're good with.
I'll channel some magic into it.
Okay.
You have the key.
Yep, I'm inspiring. I clicked on the wrong one. Not that the bonus is gonna add, but
what is the bonus for it?
+2.
+2. Okay, and you give yourself another +2.
Yeah, so inspire competence does that. I kind of whistle a tune, think about performing, go to our happy place.
You give yourself a grand total of +4.
So I'll add that here, the modifier, just to make it easier.
And do
+15 in total.
Yeah, I rolled a 16 before. That was good. I don't know if I'll do that again.
Well, even if you roll a 10 on dice.
Alrighty. And so it's just a +4 that I'm getting, right?
Mm-hmm.
Can anyone aid other?
Yeah, let's see. Does anybody else have?
Actually, I have a communal aid.
All right.
+4.
See if Luna has any used magic device.
So I would add her 4 to the already existing bonus of +4?
Yes, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I got +8 so far. That would likely be a better roll, unless I roll a 1 or something.
I unfortunately don't have used magic quite yet. So I'm going to take some of that later.
Yeah. It's the first time I've used it since character creation.
Yeah, it's not something that's going to come up too much, but yeah, excellent. It's a good use of it.
Yeah, here would be more rare than a normal Pathfinder game, but I built her as like a treasure hunter, so that kind of made sense, and now I'm actually getting to use it, so those points well spent.
I thought about using this key like this, for the next adventure coming up, because there's a lot of locked doors and stuff like that. But this is...
That's a lot of knocks.
Yeah. So, that's it for bonuses. +8 is what I got.
I can't see anybody else giving anything else.
Okay.
Let's see here. Anybody else have see if...
Hey, I'll take it.
Boom.
Another 16 on the
I think Bakai had a rank in it too, so she could have...
Which one?
Not quite.
Use magic device.
Oh, yeah. Well, I've got use magic device.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you could have did a 10 for an 8 another.
All right. Well, they're
All right. Well, Zed comes out and says, "What the hell are you doing?"
This is how you do it.
No, but
move
Sounds
on.
like 37 to me.
the door opens up, and you can almost, as the stone shifts in, and it splits in the middle. It's kind of not what you expected. You kind of expected it to shift left or shift right, but it's almost like a tavern door now. It just kind of slides in both ways and opens up. Let's see here. I'm gonna open that door for you. Can't toggle this wall here. I want to get this down because this will be coming into play for the next one too. Is it open for you guys?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, we can see it. I
Okay,
can
cool.
see through there.
All right, excellent.
And do I have to climb up to get in, or am I good with the water level?
No, you're good with the water level. It's
Okay.
you can just kind of like reach up and step in, and as the doors were opening up, the air that came out, it almost sounded like Tyaa.
Like it was
I see-
pressurized.
Yeah.
Do I see a lever or any kind of actuating device, switch, anything that would open it from the inside?
You do not.
Okay.
Okay, so you beyond is just a couple stairs, and then you head up, or head actually down. Pardon me, down into like a recessed area, and all along the walls are carved in stone and painted in shades of like ochre and orange and black. It's a cityscape, like the top of buildings, and to about the height of like a waist high, and then the rest of it is just skyline skyline at sunset, like dark yellows, oranges, pinks, behind all these buildings that are painted all along the walls. And in the sky, thousands upon thousands of paintings of small black birds descending upon the city. And as you enter, there's a pillar to Avis's left, or to Avis's right, that is hollow, and there's a flight of stairs leading up into the pillar, leading up into the temple itself, what you assume is the temple itself. And you can see a couple doors as well. You see a door to the left, a door to the right, and a door straight ahead. But also, you see this.
Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, 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 dun. Okay, so as you enter the area through the secret door down the stairs, Avis is the first to spot what looks like a dark figure manifesting with the paintings in the background. It's kind of an ominous sight. Yeah, you can definitely make a religion check.
Okay.
It's a figure in black. It's some sort of. It almost looks like it's manifesting out of thin air. It doesn't look like it's touching the ground. It looks like it's kind of floating above it. It's dark. It's got the The temperature in this room is it feels cold. And then as this thing manifests up near the ceiling, you can see two large, by large I mean like 5 foot wide black birds of smoke start to manifest in the ceiling above. They're probably at it's about 15 feet from the floor to the ceiling, and these creatures are manifesting near the ceiling, whereas the spectral figure is manifesting at the ground level.
Does the floor have like pebbles?
No, the floor is it's stone, and it's quite a bit of dust, like the dust of hundreds of years. So it's almost like a carpet.
Okay. I want to reach into the bag and grab like a bullet from the sling. that I
Okay.
have.
Sure thing.
And I'm not trying to do it for damage. What I'm trying to do in my mind, I mean, in case this is like kind of an illusionary thing, I'm going to interact with the illusion
Okay.
to see if it's really there or not. Obviously, it probably is really there, but this is like verification.
Okay. Excellent.
Yeah.
So what we'll do is we'll get initiatives from everybody, and if anybody wanted to have climbed in too, they could have.
So I
Kick
guess I'm
myself if you're
beginning
to cast
the,
mage armor.
the need for initiative by chucking this bullet at one of these creatures and see if it bounces off of them.
It yeah, you can.
Okay. I don't know what you want me to.
Yeah, just make an attack.
Range.
It
Okay. If it does any damage at all, it'd be like not intended to do so.
yeah, it kind of passes right through it anyway, but
Okay.
the creature or the whatever it is looks at you.
Well, I didn't have to make a will save, so they're really there.
There was no disbelief check,
Right.
so you believe it's there.
All right, let's get initiatives for everybody.
I know it's been a while. Do I roll 1 or 2 initiatives?
We'll do separate for everything. That's
Yes, that makes sense. At a game a long time ago, I took you know how you can take disadvantages or whatever flaws
Mhm.
to get an extra feat. I took a flaw that gave -5 to initiative,
oh.
and but I got extra feet, so it was worth it. But there were times I actually rolled a negative number for initiative.
Sometimes it's not horrible going last.
Right.
This might not be that time. Avis, your religion check. You're not sure what this thing is, but you imagine that from what you heard about the goddess Tyaa and the Forbidden Temple, this might be like some kind of reliquary deep beneath the temple, and you're not sure what this creature is. Let's make sure you can see them all. There we go. You're not sure what any of these creatures are, in fact.
Is there a knowledge check I could roll to identify them?
Yeah, let's do that first before we, as these things are kind of gathering energy. Let's do planes and religion.
I don't know if you want another one from me.
You have to actually be trained in.
There's only one knowledge I have no training in yet, and I will get that at next level.
Is it engineering or nobility?
Nobility.
It's either or, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so Asami, you suspect that these black ravens, these large spectral almost like smoke ethereal ravens are actually air elementals.
Oh. Can I share that with the group now? Or
Yeah.
I have to wait for my... Okay.
Yeah. And you're not sure about this spectre, maybe some kind of shadow.
Well, the rock went right through him, so yeah.
You might... your guess is maybe magic weapons need to do damage.
Maybe an instant weapon.
Yeah, or maybe some other sort of
Spells, some kind of magic-based
Some
thing.
sort
Yeah,
of
exactly.
force effect.
Exactly. All right.
So I share that real quick. Blurt it out. Through the message, of course.
Round 1. And I'm going to go 1, 2, 3 Asami, 4, 5, 6 Avis for the attack. 6 Avis. Okay. Comes down and
Ouch.
slashes at her with like a dark talon. Oh, and it rips through her the almost like the band for the coveralls, the swamp waders. It digs into her chest,
Not fun.
drawing quite a bit of blood. Bakai.
So, masterwork isn't anything like magic, right?
No. Bakai has that sword, the scabbard, that she can make things magical for so many rounds per day.
Okay. Oh, scabbard of vigorous drawing. Don't remember what that does. But let's use it. Oh, those are scabbards. It changes inside any blade. Okay. On drawing, it returns once per day. Endow the weapon with enhancement bonus attack and damage rolled. So, alright, so we'll give it a +1 for 10 rounds.
Okay.
Alright, so let's do this. Going to just put a +1 on the modifier. Aim at the critter in front of me. Whoops, there we go. And then wing at it.
That is a hit.
Okay, so we'll put a +1 for the magic.
All right.
There you go. And I am going to take a 5 foot. And oh, I'm sorry. We're just doing her. And she's done.
All right. Does she want to take a 5 foot or anything like that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Should have done that before, but there you go.
That's okay. Didn't need the extra +2 anyway.
Yep.
Arthur,
Okay.
do you have any? What are your knowledge skills like, Arthur?
I
Do you
am
have any?
knowledgeable on. I am knowledgeable on the arcane.
Okay, so shoot me an arcane roll,
All right.
because this kind of is sort of arcane.
Ooh.
Okay,
Natural.
so you know that in Cornwall, some of the higher ranked, the more powerful sorcerers could summon these creatures, these elemental creatures based on like air, earth, fire, water. You could bring them into being for small amounts of time. You know that if you had something like a magic circle or something like that, you could probably hedge them out. You're not sure how long these creatures are in this plane for, or what actually summoned them. But you know that these creatures, they generally have a finite amount of time that they can spend
Yeah, is there a max cap that I would know of, like a certain amount of days
No,
for
it's
them to still be in existence?
probably you'd be looking at minutes at most. Like the most powerful,
Minutes.
yeah, the most powerful sorcerers of Cornwall could only bring them about for maybe a minute, maybe 2 minutes tops, and they would have them battle each other. It's kind of how they did their little.
Yeah. And they appeared a bit after we entered this room. We didn't open the door and see them immediately, correct?
Yeah, they were kind of manifesting as you guys were filing in.
Yeah, I was gonna say, does it seem like, can you basically pre-cast these and like have them go off on a trigger? Is that what?
It's probably some sort of effect tied to the door,
Yeah, like basically
or
pre-casting
or
them
maybe
somehow.
the spectral is some sort of wizard able to bring them
That's
about.
also
You also
that's
know
also
that the stone that went through the spectral figure makes them incorporeal. That's the standard the
yeah,
standard definition.
yeah, incorporeal, which perfectly fine by me because I don't really care for weaponry. They don't exactly have faces to blind, but they are just as effective force effects as any other creature. I am going to go ahead and point my finger at the one that was recently attacked by Kai,
Okay,
and a couple little darts of magical force are going to come out. Let me actually target him real quick.
sure thing.
There we go. Almost forgot to do that.
Okay, they blast off the creature. The creature kind of almost. It looks like it's struggling to stay in this. In this, I don't know.
I stay intact.
Yeah,
It's good. It's becoming more unstable.
it is. Yeah,
Okay.
stay in
That
this
does answer my
reality.
questions on their. That does answer my questions on their durability. I have nothing else. I'm kind of I'm kind of literally in a corner, so I guess I'm gonna have to simply. I'm gonna have to pray that I don't get attacked. So I'm going to end my turn.
Okay.
Click the button.
Godlike Creature 2, having just been slammed heavily by Bakai, spins around and rakes his claws at her, but misses. It's talons. This spectral creature. It's you can almost. It's almost more in your mind than actual words you can hear coming out of her mouth. It's definitely a female voice, and it almost sounds like maybe it's from a wind. But it says, "All fear Tyaa," and bow before her. And you can kind of, let's see here. You kind of hear it more in your mind than on the wind. Like the wind is more like an effect of her moving and her manifesting herself, whereas the words "All fear Tyaa" are more in your mind. And she's gonna give you a moment to see if you supplicate yourself. Zed.
Okay, I'll take a 5 foot and unleash a ball of acid.
This is what I wanted to talk to you about, Zed. Are you cast second level spells now, right?
I do.
Okay. Here's what I thought. I'm not a big fan of 2E Pathfinder, but one thing I do like about it is that the cantrips kind of scale a little bit to make it a little more useful. So I'm good with when you cast, like say an acid splash or something like that. Instead of 1d3, it'd be 2d3s because you can cast second level spells. When you can cast third level spells, it'd be 3d3s, kind of like that.
But still a cantrip. Right?
Still a cantrip, yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I missed, so
You-
it could be 12d3. It missed.
But you can change that for next time. You can adjust the, and that goes for all other cantrips too. I like the idea of a cantrip scaling up, but nothing crazy. Like 2d3 is still not even a first level spell.
All right, I'll have to figure it out. I gotta get my daughter to bed. If it comes around to Bakai's turn, she's just attacking again.
Okay. The creature that's in the flank.
Either the one in the flank, or if that one goes down between now and then, the Dark Spectre.
Gotcha.
All right, I'll be right back.
Asami.
Okay, I'm going. I couldn't. I was going to 5-foot step there. Now I can't.
So the wind, the whispering wind effect, it's growing loud, and maybe this creature's magic is tied to it, and it's definitely a sound effect. It might be something she's able to counter.
I was.
Just
No, I had detect magic on when we walked in the room.
You did.
Am I getting a sense that is a magical effect enhancing these creatures, or was that too much?
No,
to
these
ask?
creatures are definitely magical. They were definitely brought here from somewhere else. It's definitely a conjuration effect. She, as her talking, is more like a necromancy.
Okay, so her speaking is a sonic effect. I would know that.
Yeah.
Okay, well, if I know that, then I want to counter that. I was going to do something else with it, but I definitely want to stop that magic from happening. And I would do so because it does count as a bardic performance by saying this. Equating her win to a fart joke. And so, yeah.
Nice.
I need to review what I have to do. I think I roll a saving throw, and that's...
I think you roll
like
a performance check, right?
Yeah, that's right. That's
And
right.
that,
It's been a while since I used it.
That equals a saving throw.
Yeah, since I went comedy, that's the one I'll have to roll. All right, where's my comedy? Here we go. Not terrible.
Yeah. That's probably
So
gonna...
that counts as a standard action. And
Yes.
so as a move action, I wanted the 5-foot step to Z square, but I can't do that. So I definitely want to not be where this thing can whack me. So I guess I'm gonna move acrobatically to try to avoid an attack.
Okay.
And I will go to the best thing I can go is to here.
All right. That's
So I need
potential
to go
AO1, I guess. Yeah, the other one.
just the one. Just
the
leaving
one,
square
yeah.
I'm in. Yeah.
Yep. What's the CMD on this guy?
I don't know.
Let's have a look. Fire away.
I didn't. I tripped over Zed.
Tripped over Zed. Yeah, it's got to be higher. 22. So let's see here. Oh, the gods are on your side.
Yep. I'll take it.
Okay. Any more acrobatics or?
That's exactly where
the
I
most you
want.
can go.
No, I can go further, but I don't want to draw another.
Okay.
It's not a great position, but it's better than where I was.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah. That's all for my turn. I'll double check for the duration of that counter. So I guess it's at least 3 rounds because I have lingering performance. So.
That's true.
Yeah.
Avis.
Let's see if it'll let me click on the bird. It's not letting me click on the bird.
It's not.
Yay. There we go. Because of Sacred Weapon, since it's got the +1 on it, I don't need anything else, correct?
Correct. You're casting a spell. Is that a spell?
No, it's part of.
Oh, that's
being
part of
a
your
war
thing.
priest.
Yes. Yes, that's right.
Because this is the weapon of my deity.
That's right. Okay, so another thing you want to consider too is if you're attacking creature 2, you've got a flank, so you're +2 to hit as well.
Yes, That's the one I'm hitting. Or I'm going to attempt to hit. Probably not. Did it not roll? Did not roll. Okay. Come on. We lagging hard? Yes.
Oh.
I whiffed.
You
Whole
did.
whiff.
Well, that's still pretty good. Like the +7 bonus is pretty nice.
Yeah. It'd have been, what, plus the 2, so +9? Yeah. But yeah,
Back.
whiff. Not gonna do anything else. I think she'll shift. She's not gonna move, she's gonna turn, so she's more facing towards the Dark Spectre, so that if, and blocking the people behind her a little more.
Okay.
So he should,
Gotcha.
keeping her shield close. Okay. Bloop.
Luna. See what's Luna got in her bag of tricks here.
My whole thing, my computer's been a mess, so just I'm trying to figure it out. So just let me do whatever I would do.
Okay, so let's just assume you got mage armor on.
Yep.
Okay, and you're in a room. You've got like some kind of spiritual entity and 2 medium air elementals.
Wonderful.
The air elementals did a fair bit of damage to Avis, and the entity looks like it might have been countered by Asami.
Well, smack an air elemental.
Or you're within reach of your spear too for the one of the elementals.
Yeah,
Okay.
hit the elemental.
Okay, cool. Long spear. It's a miss. Okay. A better armor class than I thought. It's a narrow miss, though.
Okay.
Godlike creature 1. Moves in, attacks Zed.
That's true.
Just because Zed's away.
Oh, I'm back.
Like to give you a little damage to come back to.
Ah,
8 points of damage. It rakes you.
fine.
Bakai. You've got the flank.
Let's put the 1 in. Go to the weapon.
Yeah, you got +1 for the weapon and +2 for the flank.
Oh, well then add 2. Well, it doesn't
Yeah,
matter.
that's a hit anyway.
All right.
Any sneak attack or anything? I don't think these guys
No.
can be. Okay.
Okay. Did that do any damage?
It did. It did 10 points of damage.
I didn't see it change.
Damage.
All right, that's your turn.
Yeah, it didn't change because it's just on the verge of phasing out.
Okay.
Arthur, you figure one more of those bolts would probably kill it, but you're in a tight spot.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right. So we need to start dealing with that other spec. So I'm going to go ahead and once again, I'm going to get more bolts out as I'm going to have one directed towards this cloud creature.
Are you
One
going
directed
defensively or
towards
are
the
you
dark
going?
Ah, right. Yes, there is a creature within. You're right. It's I need to make a spell casting check.
You need to make a
Simple spell.
like a concentration
Okay.
check.
Okay.
Do you have
A spell
combat
casting
casting?
No.
Okay, so this on your sheet, if you go under actions, you'll see sorcerer, caster level. That if you open up the little eyeglass, you see CC right beside it, concentration check. If it's a first level spell, the DC is going to be 17. I'll let you roll this because you probably don't know what the bonus on that is, and then I'll let you just determine whether you want to roll it or not. Do you want to roll it like? How about I roll it one time and we'll just see what your bonus is? Because I honestly don't know what your concentration check is. So we're adding
should be equal
9
to-
to it. Okay, so you got to roll a 6 or better
sorry.
to do this defensively. If that's what you want to do.
Yeah, preferably, because if I get hit, I'm getting sent to the ER. So I'm a sorcerer, so
The if you
yeah.
if you fail to cast, you just lose the spell. You don't get an attack of opportunity.
Yeah, I was just mostly trying to remember how the. Yeah, I know. I was just mostly trying to figure out how concentration checks are calculated.
Yeah, me
Yeah, I'll
too.
go ahead
That's
and
why I
do
said.
so. I have a decent chance with
Oh,
this 7 with another 7. I'm fine.
yep.
Alrighty then, that's gonna be some bolts coming their way. I could just target them. I'm gonna just target them both and roll the one die, or do you want me
Yeah,
to
you
roll individual
actually,
dice?
yeah, roll one for each.
All right. So
Okay.
max damage. That's not bad.
One bolt sends one creature back to the dimension that it came from.
Plane of air. Wherever they're from. I see you got new tokens.
Yeah, evidently it was a Christian era.
Mm. And the second bolt whizzing by, hitting that dark specter.
Oh, you
Probably
went the
more so
Dark Spectre, did you?
damaging.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, probably
Yeah.
more so tickling it than damaging it.
But definitely got its attention.
Not that I necessarily want its attention. Can I? I would trigger opportunity attacks. Plus, I'd have extreme.
Oh, you got a 5-foot
fortitude.
step if you want. That's safe.
No, I would prefer to be able to move out, but I
Do you
can't because there's a lot of bodies.
do you have acrobatics as a skill?
No.
You can do it untrained. The DC is the CMD of the creature. You just watch the Asami.
I don't. Yeah, I don't think it's worth it. I think where I am is relatively. It's relatively safe. I'm certain I'll be fine.
Okay.
What could possibly go wrong?
All right. So that's good
That's
for
it.
your turn?
Yep, that's my turn. What could possibly go wrong?
Okay. So this spectral entity moves up to Bukai and reaches out its two spectral hands. And touches her. It's almost like going into her. But Asami's magic is forcing it back out. It looked like it was going to try to enter Bukai.
That's a bad touch. No, stop it.
Dead.
I mean,
Okay.
I did not want to go into the Fae.
Now she does have possessed resistance.
Oh, does she really?
Right? So roll twice and take the better result when attempting to save against possession.
Oh, okay, because that's what it would have been if Asami wasn't countering it.
Okay, just keep in mind.
Cool.
All right.
I mean,
Well,
the Spectre had no chance, basically.
no, I rolled twice. Not like I've never rolled 2 once.
I'm just saying there's so much against it for that.
hey, if you can save without making a roll, that's great.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm gonna do a full withdrawal.
Okay.
And go to there.
Gotcha.
That's it.
All right. Asami.
Okay, I'm going to go 5-foot step and touch Bukai and cast heroism on her.
Ooh,
So
nice.
you gain the benefits. She's my hero.
Do you have the...
I'm going to be chanting, or just for grins, the song, the lyrics. I need a hero, and I touch you.
Do you have the effect?
I'm trying to find. I have it. I just didn't have it. Here we go.
That's
Bam.
not above the building.
That's a great
That-
spell.
Yeah. So did that go on her?
You did.
Okay,
It's on her.
excellent. So 5-foot step cast. I have a move action left. I'll just I don't know. Do nothing. I have the
Done all you.
poker in my hand still, and it's lit. So I guess I'll have it at the ready.
Okay.
And that's it. I don't know if it ticked. It should have ticked down a round.
Yeah, it
Yep,
will.
it did.
It
Okay,
will.
I got it. D2 now. Yep.
Avis.
Well, there's a new friend over here. Burb. Burb.
Oh, there's a threat.
Oh, oh.
Oh, not quite.
Well, I still booped it. For minimum damage.
Still. And let's see here. Any movement or anything?
Nope, she's
Nope.
right where she wants to be.
Okay, Luna. Are you in?
Yeah.
Excellent.
So
The spectral entity is incorporeal, and the cloud-like creature 1 is the air elemental. Taking an attack of opportunity.
Actually, he'll be fine if he just runs that way and says, "I'm a ninja."
Well, let's see if the dice agree.
I can't hear you if you're talking, dude.
opportunity.
Okay. What's the wrong one? 23 for
Oh, gonna hit me. Ow.
for 8 points of damage, and the
Ow.
the spectral entity you would draw from that too if you went past.
I shift. I'll do my teleport
Okay,
10 feet. If I can flank.
gotcha. Okay, perfect. You can still attack too because that's well within your movement.
Yep.
This is incorporeal. Do you have a way of affecting incorporeal?
Is it half damage, or would I know? Can I do a knowledge?
Yeah, you definitely want a magic weapon.
I want a
I
magic
think
weapon.
Asami mentioned that at the very beginning.
Yeah,
You actually hadn't entered the room yet, so you would know that
You would know that.
without a roll, unless you rolled and got more knowledge than I did.
Yeah. Ugh. Candle. I don't have nothing.
Do you have like a magic missile or anything like that?
No. I'll hit the elemental.
Okay, yeah. You don't have to move to where you don't want to move. If you go kitty corner, you get a +2 with Arthur. Like if you were right there, you get the flank with Arthur.
I have reach.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like if right here, this one here, you would have.
Yeah.
Because we could draw right through.
Okay.
Arthur still technically threatens it, even though he's not much of a threat.
Does silver help or no?
For this, the godlike creature 1, it doesn't matter at all. It's just a spectral entity. You need some kind of magic weapon to hit it.
Well, I'm Poe, and I stink.
All right, well, that was a good try. All right, godlike creature 1. After Asami now. Asami is countering.
Not right this minute. Yeah, that's 2
And
in
it
a
misses.
row.
That's
right.
justice. Bakai.
I like it.
Kai, if I move 5 foot, am I flanking?
Yes.
All right. Then Bakai will flank. Got it targeted.
+2 in addition. The +2 already. So you add 3 to this roll for the weapon and the flank.
We're not doing elephant in the room rules, right? Okay. So I can't power attack. All right. What happened? Did I
Yeah,
hit
so-
target.
You're not just +3.
I thought I had it targeted. I assume a 10 does not hit.
But you're not
wait.
just +3. You're way more than that.
All right.
A heroism should give.
Oh! I just rolled a d20. I didn't.
Yeah, exactly.
Let me hit the attack. Sorry.
That's better.
Yeah, that's it's much better. Okay, and then it does. There we go.
Hang on one second. Oh, okay.
Cool.
Okay, so it would be it's half damage with it.
All right, she's done.
So you're at plus
Isn't
9,
this
15, 18.
why is it half damage? Isn't this a +1 enchanted weapon?
It's half damage
I
with
added-
enchanted weapons, I think.
Oh right, it's no damage with non-magic.
No damage
half
without,
damage.
yeah.
Right, that's how it works. Okay.
All right, so do what you need to.
Okay, so get back 9.
Okay, so that's how that works. Right, got it.
Only force effects
Okay.
do like full.
Yeah, speaking of
Shoot.
force effects, I think the cloud, I think this air elemental, it's not my concern anymore, so I'm going to go ahead and focus. I'd rather not be hemorrhaging all my spells to afford it. So I got a dumb question. Does the specter have a face, or more specifically, eyes that it sees from?
Yeah, it's kind of it's hooded. You might be able to blind it if that's what you're thinking.
Yeah. Because I'd
Your
rather-
blindness ability
use
does
a
have
full
one little. It has a cap that I overlooked last time by mistake. There's it's level 6, right? 6 hit dice.
The blind ability has no hit dice then.
Okay, so when I looked up the blind ability for the illusionist,
Blinding ray?
blinding ray,
It's just a range.
I think it has
Pretty
like
certain.
6th level.
Give me a second.
6 hit dice, I think, was
That's the wizard. The sorcerer. I'm pretty sure it
Okay.
did not have such things, but I will confirm. I will quickly try and confirm.
Thought I looked.
Bloodlines.
Maybe I looked up the wizard instead of the sorcerer.
It might have been the wizard, yeah. Sorcerer, illusion, tradition, blinding ray. You may fire creatures that do not rely on physical sight. Spell resistance applies.
Okay.
It does not have a level requirement.
No, not a requirement. It's if it was over 6
Or,
hit
yeah,
dice.
Prohibition, yeah.
Yeah, to dazzle them for a couple rounds
Yeah,
instead of blind.
That is, I think that might be the wizard.
Okay, that probably is then. That's probably what I was looking at.
Yeah. This
Fire-
is just a range touch attack.
Okay, well, I think that's all that one was too.
Still,
Fire
may as
away.
well give it an attempt. All right, let's go ahead and fire this blast.
It's a hit.
That's a hit, and I hope this thing can be blinded because a shadow is covering its face.
Yeah, I don't think it matters.
Yeah, it can't be blinded.
It's immune to precision, not affecting. Nope, you're good. It's not.
Oops.
It's not immune to be blinded.
Excellent. I think it's stated. Yeah, does it technically rely on physical sight? Because that's the requirement.
Yeah, it does.
Otherwise, okay.
Definitely does.
Just confirming. Excellent. I have blinded the shadow.
All right.
The power of illusion is very, very strong indeed. Yeah, I like my corner. My corner makes me feel safe. I'm gonna stay in my corner.
Okay. Spectral entity.
I do believe it can move at full speed despite
Yeah,
since
it's
it's incorporeal. I think it has.
okay. It burns a spell. It's trying to cast something and reaching out at Bakai, but it can't seem to gain purchase of it.
Is
Zed.
that something
Yes.
I could take an
Yeah.
attack of opportunity?
No, it was trying to do
By
that
the-
defensively.
By the way, yes, you were looking at the wizard.
Is that what it was?
If you'd
No.
rather me use the wizard's ability, that's fine.
No, that's fine. I didn't know there was two different ones.
Yeah.
Zed.
It's the illusion bloodline.
There we
and the
go.
illusion-
Busting
So
up.
don't know if the acid works straight or not.
Yeah, it worked good.
Okay, then we are done.
All right, cool.
Well, this thing kind of tapped me twice. I might as well try to hit it with the hot poker. Or it's
Alright.
not hot, but it may look like it's hot because there's light on it.
Okay.
And the duration's still going, so I don't want to cancel it by doing a different inspiration. Where's my attacker? So he called it a club, but that's... I think I have it targeted properly. There we go. Yeah, that's better.
That's a
I
hit.
don't know if that's a hit. I helped.
Yes, you did.
Is it...
It passes right through it, but it seems to like break it apart a little bit.
The air elementals have that resistance as well?
No, not this one. Larger ones do. But this one,
I feel like I did 4 points of damage to it.
exactly. That's exactly how much you felt like you did.
Okay.
You basically struck the weave that was keeping
Yeah.
it together.
I want to not be here, but know we're good to go. So let's stay put. Next turn.
Okay. Avis.
All right, Birdie. Getting tired of your shit.
You might have
Oh.
wanted to move first.
Boy.
Flank.
Yeah, if you stepped into there, that would have given you the flank, and that would have been a hit. I'm good with that. You're not a veteran Pathfinder player, so that would definitely. Yeah, I'm good with allowing you a hit on that.
If you wish.
Plus, you block out Arthur too.
I appreciate
Arthur,
that.
yeah, Arthur approves.
Arthur, that's an Arthur approved
I
move.
have glass bones and paper skin after.
Luna. You see your compatriots laying into this elemental with regular weapons. And Luna joins the party. Oh, that's a lot of damage. It's on the verge. It gets one last shot. I'm going to go 1-2 Avis, 3-4 Asami, 5-6 Luna.
7 through 10, Arthur.
So that is Asami. Determined to get you, Asami.
It's a 1. I'm going to tell the party. Not a 1.
It's still a miss, though.
Yep.
Bakai. This creature's
That black,
blinded.
that black space to the left is.
That's the pillar where the stairs go up.
Alright, so there's no flanking or anything. All right, that's fine. Attack. Ooh.
Ooh, that's a miss.
Ooh. Wait, it says a hit.
Oh, because it's blinded. Yes.
Okay.
I guess that is a hit.
So pretty much anything but a 1.
So actually, instead of 13, so to give you 6,
6.
so I'll give it 7 back.
Okay.
So it makes it this. Okay. It's
That's
not
it.
quite dead.
Okay.
Arthur,
Hmm.
you see your tactic was helpful.
Yeah, and I could try and reapply it, or I could attempt to try and finish off this cloud creature. So,
I mean, you can kind of swing over Avis's head.
oh, I have no interest in swinging weapons.
I was just like, wait, how tall is Arthur?
I'm 5'6".
So Avis
I don't
is
think
4'4",
so.
so you can.
I'm not sure Arthur's swung at anything yet.
No, I've not used a melee weapon once. My little noodle arms cannot use them. I have a
The
7.
imagery is hilarious, though.
But you know what doesn't matter because of my strength? Slinging some spells. Because
Arthur, you can
I
make an
think-
Arcana check if you like.
I'm decent at those.
All right.
I won't say good, but I'm decent at those.
This elemental
Now,
looks like it's
roll.
on the verge of going, like perhaps one missile might do it, but it might not.
So do I dedicate my missiles to destroying it, or should I
I
try?
think
it again?
I don't think you need to choose beforehand. You can do one and then another.
No, I'm deciding whether or not I want to use missiles or blind.
Ah, I gotcha.
I think the Spectre. Considering the fact that I saw the Spectre try to cast a spell, that seems dangerous, and I, as a sorcerer, know that a lot of spells require line of sight. At least they do in other editions. I don't know if they do that in Pathfinder.
Yep. Absolutely.
And considering that, I think that limiting this thing's spell potential is more beneficial than.
It was also kind
finishing
of
off this
reaching out. It
cloud
was also
creature.
kind of reaching out to touch Makai too.
That too, yeah. It also has a. That doesn't require sight, but it's easier with sight.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go ahead and try and blind it once more. With a. Oh no, that one goes completely haywire.
Ooh. Arthur tears through the fabric of reality. Roll an Arcana check for me, Arthur.
I was gonna say, am I a will worker now? This is World of Darkness. No, we're playing mage. I'll make that Arcana check. I hope it
Please and
means
thank
good
you.
things for me.
Okay.
I hope high is good.
You managed to keep it together, even though you felt. I felt like maybe there's.
What was it?
Maybe a rift was forming. Some kind of tear.
Good to know that a spell, which isn't even really a spell, just an ability, that weak can cause rifts. That's great to know.
Scary, isn't it?
And definitely not concerning, but it won't dissuade me, for magic is all I know. I will become a master.
Any steps before I think
No, I like my corner.
Okay. So the spectral
My corner
energy
has kept me safe this well.
Okay, so the spectral entity has sight again and tries to does a 5-foot step here and concentration check to cast this defensive.
Is that attack?
If it's a touch attack, can't you cast it and then move and then activate it? Or is that different?
Yeah, but then Bukai would get an attack of opportunity.
That is true. Right?
That is true. So it's a 5-foot step and a touch attack on either Zed, Asami, or Luna. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 1, 2 Zed, 3, 4 Asami, 5, 6 Luna. This is a touch attack.
Wizard.
Oh, it misses.
Ooh. Wow.
Yeah, touch this. Mm-hmm.
Zed.
I 5 foot. Create a couple of balls of acid in each hand.
Okay.
Fling them.
Oh, twin flinging. I like it. Flavor fling.
Baseball flavor.
Flavor flav.
Flavor.
I was thinking.
Nice.
And we are
And it burns into the spectral energy entity, and it seems to waver from this realm. It just manages to hang on. Asami.
Is it still making the whispering sounds it was
Yes.
making before?
Still like a
Okay.
susurrus kind of.
So I'm going to continue the counter song. It's a move action to continue the performance.
Gotcha.
And I would do so using comedy again. That seemed to do well last time. So I better roll that.
Nice.
Where are my performance? Here we go. Oh,
Wow.
a little better.
Nicely done.
The standard left. So my poker has a magic cast on it. Does it count as a magic weapon?
I'll let you do a quarter damage with it. It technically is. Technically does have magic on it, and it's...
Yeah. I didn't expect it to work, but I am cornered, so... No, I'm not.
If you...
Yeah.
if
Five step.
Yeah.
Ba-doom.
Okay, you
I'm
can
gonna
do that.
attack the elemental. Yeah.
Yeah, you can do that. The elemental, you don't need a magic weapon to hit.
Yep. So I'm not stretching it too much with the cheese.
I like that, though. That's a good thought. Like, that's the kind of thing that, like, the magic in this game kind of I'll allow.
Yeah, now that I'm flanking with Luna now, right?
Yes.
Yeah, but a little vulgar, but it'll work.
Hey.
Did you add your +2 in there?
I thought I did, but it says 0.
Oh, yeah.
So
Plus, what do you normally to hit? +6 or +4?
for the melee, it's +4.
Okay.
I don't know why there's a ranged option for a club, but it's there.
Okay.
So that's the actual roll.
You can actually throw a club that did... Yeah, you can actually throw
that's
a club.
why it's there. Okay. Well, that's probably a miss then.
Yeah, just barely.
Alrighty.
Avis.
Like, I want to move to flank, but I don't think that's a good idea. I don't know if shifting's going to really screw up Luna's line of sight.
No, not at all. Luna can stab over you, and she's got reach.
And Luna's got his big ass spear.
Yeah, she's got a giant spear.
So you're a little gnome, so.
Not a gnome, but yeah, short.
Aren't you a gnome?
No.
Nope.
Are you?
No.
I don't think anybody's figured out what she is yet.
I don't think anyone's really looked into it.
Okay.
Nope. So it'll
Some
be
form of short
20
creature.
to hit.
Yes, that is a hit.
Okay.
You missed by 1, so you would hit by 1.
And again, min damage. I'm really rolling this min damage today.
Min
But-
was all you needed.
And was all
It
you
fell
needed.
down? Yes.
Yes.
And then she'll turn her attention, like, just, it falls, and then she just shifts and looks to the specter like, okay, next.
The specter looks like it's barely hanging on as well. Luna.
I'll withdraw.
Okay. Makai.
Makai steps forward. This is her sword. An overhand swing. Slams through the middle of the creature. It does.
And tears through the fabric of its incorporeality. And the susurrus, the noise, the sound of the wind blowing, the screeching of birds.
The clang of the sword against the stone as it comes straight down.
And the reliquary quiets. And we'll pick it up here next time we play, in 2 weeks. You're into the temple. The Forbidden Temple of Tyaa.
Spectre's done.
Spectre is done.
It is no more.
It's just a purple stain on your psyche.
Alright.
Good job, guys.
Yay.
We're
No
in,
magic
and we smell
weapons.
like
We
crap.
killed it.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's
And
corner.
what we can do too is instead of like the 1 per day for how many rounds, I'll let you use up that many rounds, and then so you got 5 rounds left on for the 10 rounds of +1. I'm good with that.
I think that's how the war mage or the war priest works.
No, I'm talking about Bakai and her magic.
No, I'm saying I think that's also how that works.
I think
unless
so
I'm-
too. Yeah.
I think you could choose how many uses of it. Also, it's a lot more bardic.
Yeah, I'll let you go like round for round. But once you activate whatever plus, that's the plus that you're kind of locked into for the day.
That's fine. I'm going for maximum time of usage.
It's not a bad idea. Good job, guys.
Cool.
All right. We'll catch you there. We'll catch you here in a couple weeks.
2 weeks. Awesome.
Yay!
Sounds good, man.
All right. Cheers. Night,
See ya.
everybody.